Hey there, I'm about to tackle a hard topic regarding builds. There isn't a one build for everything in this game. It depends on your playstyle, the settings you have the game on, and how you play the game in general. I'll be breaking this down into tier lists. The first tier list on the build is people that survive only for like 0.01 second to a week. Mostly new players that just started out and finding out that these zombies have hands for days. So the first build we're going to talk about is two builds in this tier list. First up we have the Fireman build. With this you would take strong and athletic just so you could have maxed out strength and fitness on day one. Allows you to get the feel for the game. Very good for beginners, especially starting out, because this allows you to practice combat, which you pretty much have to get mastered down or know how to deal with zombies in general. I have other guides on this on my playlist, so check those out. So yeah, with this build, Literate is a horrible trait for long term, but for those that are surviving for, like, 1 second to 1 week, you're not gonna need to know how to use a generator or worry about reading books and leveling up skills. So yeah, this build is very good for learning the game and understanding the game. Gives you a little nimble, brave, so you can maximize your damage, and also keen sense is pretty much in all of the builds. So yeah, this is a very good first build for this tier list. Next up we have the Burglar. So Burglar is a very strong build as well, because it allows you to hotwire without having to get the necessary requirements like 2 mechanics and 1 electrical skill. And also the reason why this is a very strong build for new players is it gives you free nimble in the start if you pick up gymnastics. And with this, it allows you to kite zombies very well in the beginning without having to hit and turn too often to gather up more distance again. Now moving on to the next tier, which will be the 1 week to 1 month group. You know how to play the basic of the game and you can handle 1 or 2 zombies. So in this tier we're going to focus more on clearing bigger groups. And with construction worker you start at level 3 blunt skill and also have a nice big bonus to it. And short blunt is a very easy melee skill to have and find tools and weapons for. Hammers and pipes are all across the world. So with this build it will allow you to maximize that, and after a week or 2 of just using short blunt, your level will be good enough to start like 1 or 2 hitting zombies. And short blunt have a small fitness drain, so you'll be able to fight much longer without using too much of your stamina and take on huge groups. Now on to the next tier of group, which is for the 1 month to 6 month group. You know how to handle zombies well. You run into some issues with later stage of the game. Zombie count generally is at peak at this point. So with this build, Repairman is very good because you have a lot of maintenance skills paired with also handy. You don't have to take this, but I like to. With this build, maintenance is one of the hardest skills to level and takes one of the longest, but the rewards you get from it is very good. It allows you to keep your weapons for longer without damaging it too much and too often. And also when you go to repair, using duct tape and other materials along them lines, you get more out of it. So it's a very strong skill to have a lot of points in for long term and whatnot. And we do have Claustrophobic in this build and the last build. And Claustrophobic is very easy to manage with beta blockers, but you can also sleep outside, use tents, and maybe even build yourself a nice little corner somewhere, because you generally start in the summer, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem to sleep outside for a bit. And as the months go on, you could start sleeping inside and panic doesn't set in. And with organized, it allows you to store more loot, carry more loot with you, and also in general, you're able to use more space from your cars and everything else. So it's a very good skill to have if you want to pick it up, but it's not necessary. I just like to. This is like my general build that I usually go for. something along these lines. The final tier on this group is the ones that live for more than 6 months plus. For this set of people, the only build I can suggest is nothing. You know what you're doing, you don't need daddy to tell you what to do. You understand the game and you know what build fits your playstyle, so just keep doing what you're doing and enjoy the game.